Welcome, racing fans, to motorsportsradio.net for Thursday, November 16th. This is Manny Allegretta, and this is the weekend schedule. So we got the driver standings, Championship 4 for all three NASCAR series, and of course this weekend's racing schedule. First, a recap of last weekend's race winners. NASCAR Camping World Truck Series winner Johnny Sauter in the 21 truck, winning the Lucas Oil 250. NASCAR Xfinity Series winner William Byron in the number 9 car, winning the Ticket Galaxy 200. And Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series winner Matt Kenseth in the number 20 car, winning the Can-Am 500. Matt Kenseth, a non-playoff driver. Now, note that Kenseth's car, this upcoming Sunday, the 20 car, will be supporting a throwback paint scheme similar to 2000 when Kenseth started racing for team owner Jack Roche. So Matt Kenseth will be driving the DeWalt car on Sunday. Formula One winner Sebastian Vettel, winner of the Brazilian Grand Prix. And NHRA results. NHRA finished up its season on Sunday. Pro Stock winner Bo Butner, Pro Stock Motorcycle winner Andrew Hines, Funny Car winner Tommy Johnson Jr., and Top Fuel winner Brittany Force. All right, so here's the driver standings for NASCAR. Championship 4 again for all 4 series. So here it is. Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. It's Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., and Brad Keselowski. Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch got in with wins. Truex Jr. and Keselowski got in on points. NASCAR Xfinity Series, it's William Byron, Elliott Sadler, Justin Allgaier, and Daniel Hemrick. And in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, Johnny Sauter, Austin Cindric, Matt Crafton, and Christopher Bell. Now, the thing to note here for NASCAR newbies is that the Championship 4 drivers, they don't necessarily have to win the race. They just have to have the best finish. So if a non-playoff driver wins the race and then a champion and then a playoff driver comes in second, that's the guy that wins the title. So that's kind of important to note here. All right, so now some penalties. Really only one penalty was issued this week out of the Xfinity Series. NASCAR Xfinity Series, the number 7 team, JR Motorsports, driver Justin Allgaier, crew chief Jason Burdett. Now, the number 7 team has been cited for violating Section 20.15.2.2 of the NASCAR rulebook. This refers to the rear brake cooling assembly. Rear brake cooling assembly must be sealed from air inlet to exhaust. Well, the rear brake cooling assembly on the 7 car was not totally sealed. This was discovered during a post-race inspection after Saturday's Xfinity Series race. Justin Allgaier finished 10th, and that 10th place finish has been encumbered. Crew chief Jason Burdett has been fined $10,000 and also suspended for this week's race at Homestead, Miami. All right, so that leads us to this weekend's racing schedule. Program note that we could continue going on here at Motorsports Radio after the season's over. So we got a bunch of little news stories we're going to report on during the off season, and that's going to be on Thursdays, all right? After Thanksgiving, obviously Thanksgiving is a holiday, so the Thursday after, and every Thursday all the way up until the beginning of next season. So just to let everybody know about that. Got a lot of listeners on YouTube, so look out for some new stuff on Thursdays starting November 30th. So that will be the Thursday after Turkey Day. All right, so here it is. 35 races are now in the books, and it all leads up to this race number 36, the season finale for the NASCAR Cup Series. 36 races for the Cup Series, 33 for the Xfinity Series, and 23 for the trucks. That's the breakdown. So here it is, NASCAR heading to Homestead, Miami Speedway. 1.5 mile oval, bankings at the corners between 18 and 20 degrees, and at the straights it is 3. Formula One has its last race next Sunday in Abu Dhabi. So racing fans, one more time for 2017, it's this weekend's racing card. NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, racing on Friday night at 8 o'clock on FS1 and MRN for the Ford EcoBoost 200. 134 laps, stages are 80, 80, and 54. NASCAR Xfinity Series racing Saturday afternoon at 3:30 Eastern on NBCSN and MRN for the Ford EcoBoost 300. 200 laps, stages are 54, 54, and 110. It's a Ford EcoBoost weekend. Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series racing on Sunday afternoon at 2:30. This one on the big NBC and MRN for the Ford EcoBoost 400. It's 267 laps, and the stages are 80, 80, and 107. So note that Xfinity Series, NBCSN, Cup Series on NBC. And of course, we're going to recap Sunday's race after the race is completed. So this will be one more time for Matt Kenseth and a big one more time for Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 88 car. But Dale Jr. will be on TV on NBC Sports next year, so we'll still get to see him. So not too bad. And of course, Alex Bowman taking over the Double 8 next year. That's the guy that a lot of Dale Jr. fans wanted to see take over the realm. And Formula One, we're going to do it because this is the last weekend edition for the year. Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, September 26th, okay? So it's going to be the Sunday after Thanksgiving, 8 a.m. Eastern on NBCSN. And the tires being used are Ultra, Super, and Soft. All right. So that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in from Long Island, New York. This is the home of motorsports news and info. This is motorsportsradio.net.